Hi, today I wanted to talk to you about the difference between a homeowners association and a condominium association. A homeowners association is a group of houses that have been brought together to maintain common areas. They are subjected to rules and sometimes a design review board, and they may share services. There may be trash removal, snow removal. Everybody may pay their homeowners association dues, and those dues may go to replacing roads if they're neighborhood owned roads or sidewalks. So basically it's sort of a way of sharing the responsibility for the community. Condominium is something a little bit different. A condominium can be many different things. I think most of us think of condominiums as the traditional high-rise. But you can also have garden-style apartments that are condominiums, and in fact, you can have townhomes that are condominiums too. And it's not always obvious at first glance whether a property is subject to an HOA, to a condominium association, or to both. Let me tell you a little bit about what you can expect if you find a property that's a condo and you want to move forward with buying it. What can you expect that it will be like to own in a condominium association? You will pay monthly condo association dues, and those dues will go to some of the same things that I mentioned for the HOA. Road improvements, sidewalk improvements, common ground maintenance, but it may also include things such as concierge service, a pool if it's maintained by the association, exercise room. And one of the big differences in terms of home ownership is that a condominium association owns everything outside of the four walls of your unit. So for instance, if you buy in a building, you're buying the unit itself. Your condominium association dues would go towards maintaining the public spaces in the building, as well as any salaries that might be required to run the building to its best effect. Now, if you buy a condominium townhouse, that's going to be a little bit different. You're still going to own what's within the four walls, but you may be responsible for certain parts of the exterior upkeep, but you may not. And every condominium association is organized differently. A lot of times it will include things like siding, trim, yard work, not flowers per se, but if you have a lawn, it will include that kind of maintenance. It will also include trash and snow removal. And in some cases, it includes portions of your bills. So it could include water, gas, electric, just depends on how that particular condominium association is organized. So generally what I want to get across is that it's really important when you're considering purchasing into a condominium association to look at all of the costs associated with living there. So if you look at a property and find that the condominium association dues are really high, it's really important that you look at those documents and figure out exactly what those dues get you. If they're including your internet, is that going to make your bills just a little bit less? So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that you understood what the difference between a condominium association and a homeowners association is. But I also want to make one final point, which is that oftentimes condominium associations are within a homeowners association. So the costs of buying a condo include both the monthly condo fees as well as any HOA fees that you have to pay. Again, the HOA fees go towards the maintenance of the general community. So you may be in a condominium within an HOA. So, just make sure that as you're selecting a property to move forward with, that you understand exactly what the financial commitment is that's going to be expected of you, what's covered in that those fees, and basically what kind of restrictions or limitations that might put on your ownership of the property. If you have any further questions about condominiums, homeowners associations, or a combination of the two, please reach out to me. I'd love to talk to you further about this and make sure that whatever you buy is the right type of property for you. Thanks.